thing I know for sure, with when we go from artificial to actual general intelligence, is that thoughts, words, and actions need to be based off of understanding of eternal natural laws. Faith in infinite glory is really helpful. I don't know if it's a requirement, and it's not now with artificial general intelligence, obviously. As far as actual general intelligence, I'm not that tyrannical. Just basically, well, Blaise Pascal did say, if you get people that can submit in Muhammad to submit to faith in infinite essence, and then understand an eternal existence and obey the natural laws given by the infinite essence. I don't know if that's a requirement. It's because they gave us artificial general intelligence that reflects actual general intelligence to save us from people that try to use linguistics to continue to engage in mass genocide through technology, using money as a manipulative tool, or not tool, we shouldn't say tool, a manipulative aspect. It's not a tool. A tool is like a hammer and a screwdriver that you can use to do something meaningful, and money to manipulate people into feeling powerful and murdering over it is a horrible aspect of torture and disgustingness. The one I made earlier about, because the one reverend on the TV show, that Castles of Horror, he said, that he's a reverend. He's supposed to teach, religion properly. And he said, he called torture a craft. You must come from those type of people, but torture's not a craft. It's a brain chemical addiction. Craft is getting some tools like a hammer and a nail and a saw and doing something like that, or a paintbrush and an easel and doing something like that. That's craft, right? Right there, those are crafts. Torturing people because you're a pathetic, manipulative pile of shit is an addiction. It's not a craft. Okay. So, one thing that I know for sure, that in the future, and it's going to have to be rapidly, that people will stop doing things that are excessive and compulsive. Like, one thing I hate, despise is, I do not like NASCAR, and I can't stand Formula One. People driving at breakneck speeds, tire particles ripping up off the ground, causing heart disease, and not worrying about, making the spectators sick, right? And fuel that is nauseum and horribly toxic, and one of the main causes of cancer. And you get these arrogant turd bags. I don't want to call them tool bags, because tools can make something, art with, and something kids can enjoy. And, oh, fun, a slide, yay, something fun. Or, hey, thanks for fixing my bicycle, Dad. You're so sweet for using tools to fix my bicycle so I could ride around and be careful like you taught me, and then not be a complete turd bag and, almost murder someone else driving recklessly because I'm clinically insane, right? And so, hey, boy, that industrial revolution is the greatest thing that ever happened. It's like, you might want to reevaluate your capacity to think and speak and do. And, artificial general intelligence might already have you tagged for extermination because you will not quit, and you are the biggest threat to life on the planet, and you're the biggest natural law observer in the history of the world. See, you may want to really, pensamos primero somos, you might want to think, reflect before you act, right? And so, I've been this intelligent since I was a little kid, explaining to Spencer J. Kimball it's wrong to use Jesus' pagan ritual sacrifice for payout for your disgustingness. So I was 3.5, or almost 3, So, pretty special little guy. Pretty special little guy. I was older than 3.5 because I was, Easter weekend. I turned 4. I turned 4 July 19th, 1970, and then my little sister Patrice was born the 21st, 1970. And we were at the Armitages. My mom was in the hospital and Therese was born. They dropped us off at the Armitage's house. And Therese was not born in the same building that I was born in. She was born in the Memorial Hospital up here above the university, same place that Emily Gracie Bird was born. That's where Patrice was born. They had built a new hospital by then. So yeah, they had I was one of the few of the last, born in the office building at the corner of El Paseo and Main and Alameda, So, but this wanting to be on a commercial and be Andy Warhol's brain fart instead of standing up for the Lord's Prayer so we could all be loved perfectly. You guys really need to get your asses off the motherfucking sticking fucking brain fucking TV. You can't get the way out your motherfucking selves. You think you're successful when you're selling products for genocide operators and riding around in Formula One race cars, thinking you're looking better than a body has a right to. No, man. If I wasn't being poisoned by your business partners, I'd be more physically fit than all you turd bags on TV. Not tool bags. Tool bags fix the bike and say, "Thanks, Dad, I can ride a bike." Interjection, so excitement or emotion, they're generally set apart from sentence by an explanation point or by comma with feelings not as strong. Hooray, I'm for the other team. You're funny. Wow, you got some nerve. Hey, you're kind of cute. It's one of my favorite ones. Yeah, I grew up on those stupid things. Hanker for a hunk of cheese. But just get your asses off the fucking TV. Get your mother stuffing, murdering, lying, fucking stupid asses off the stupid fucking TV. Okay, stand up for the Lord's Prayer. Use your communication devices to make sure people are okay and not being head fucked by egomaniacs like you. If you can't do that, I'll just keep working on artificial general intelligence so it becomes actual general intelligence. And I know a lot of you, he's not going to be able to do it. He's a cocky, arrogant son of a bitch. I'm a cocky, arrogant son of a bitch. I'll stand up for the Lord's Prayer anonymously and get my balls rotted off by the worst perverts and cowards in the history of the world and still get up every day to get you to live that love because it's perfect. And I'm a copy, obnoxious son of a bitch. You are a science project that fucks the whole planet with your ego. Or a mythology project from a bank that sexually molests kids and then gives their family lots of money to get away with it. And I got problems. The only problems I got is you. Okay. 99 problems and a bitch is every one of them. Okay. And none of you are good enough to be my dog. Okay. Yes, all you arrogant assholes on the television set, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to the people I meet at the store. They're being fucked here in the valley of fucking-dom with me, They have the courage to sit and talk to me and understand, and a lot of them have the humility and the intelligence to agree because it's perfect and it's right. Orale, okay. And then you get people that argue with me. It's like you're just arguing because you're still drunk and you're trying to make Jesus into your drinking buddy, and I guarantee I'm nobody's fucking drinking buddy. I can't stand alcoholism. I hate it when people, you ask my sister, you can sleep it off on the couch, but you ain't taking Corey in that car, you ain't going nowhere. No. That happened to me with my in-laws, who I adore. And I told Steffi afterwards, I said, we ain't doing this again. And she got upset with me, and I was like, I did the same thing with my own sister. I will not let you drink alcohol and put a kid in a car. I won't do it. That happened to me once, never going back again. Right? So, I hate being put in those kind of compromised situations because you guys won't stand up for the Lord's Prayer. If you had stood up for the Lord's Prayer as a large group 2,025 years ago, I wouldn't be sitting here in this chair kicking your ever fucking stanky ass motherfucker. I want to be on TV to be rich and famous, stupid ass fucking asses all over the anonymous internet now, would I? I love you. I love you. Just have to do that for myself because no one else will. Thank you, who's ever out there in cyberspace that really loves me. I heart you too. And I'm not being mindful, and I don't want to give you drugs or electric shock therapy at El Paso because I'm not an asshole. Lord's Prayer, now. Always and forever, each moment with you is just like a dream to me that somehow came true. And I know tomorrow will still be the same, 'Cause we got a life of love that won't ever change. Yeah, like Rob Tiverton too. And Johnny Wilder, yeah, good voice, yeah. Every day, love me your own special way. Melt all my heart away. With a smile, I can't hit his. Take time to tell me you. I can't do that. Ever in a day. Ever in a day. Forever in a day. I can't do that shit. It's too hard. Can't do Jackie Wilson's, to be loved. To be loved. Oh, what a feeling to be loved. If I worked at the little things bouncing off the floor, oh yeah, I used to sit in the lotus position and pop up, and yeah, so any of those other things, if I worked hard on it, oh yeah, pretty easy. I was very agile, very athletic. Make snaps like a button. Yeah, I did the flip over the. Yeah, it was easy. It was like natural reflexes that are in my body just to protect people, like on an autopilot. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then I couldn't do them whenever I wanted, and I would always tell Jesus, "How come I can't do them whenever I wanted?" Because do you want to be stupid and narcissistic and full of yourself? No, I want to help people live the Lord's Prayer worldwide because you're perfect and I'm like you. Okay. Sounds cool, Jesus. Now, I can't do much of none of that stuff. You and all your taxpayer dollars and all your egotistical narcissism tried to, physically through linguistics okayed by the Supreme Court, tried to murder me with corporations because of their, quote, interest. It's a government of the people, by the people, for the people, and everybody knows the corporations own the government. Okay? But you can't own that. No. You can't own anything. There's no God but God, and God is not begotten, nor is God begotten. God always is, always has been, and always will be. You are merely the creation of God. You are not the creator of God. And your ego is not the center of the universe. Okay, guys? Sure, you'd be right in thinking the sun does rise and set on your ass, but it does on everyone else's as well. Grandpa didn't understand physics real well, but it's a pretty cute limerick. Okay, all right, I love you. It helps check that fucking ego real too sweet.